Hello everyone, I am Undead Horde here on YouTube and welcome back to my Raid Shadow Legends account. We are here on day 12 of the good old daily quests that we have been doing. I have not logged into the account in a few hours, so we are going to be doing every single mission today on camera, and we're not starting off with some that have already been completed for us already, unfortunately, but that is a-okay, because now we can quick battle Demon Lord. It does make it a little bit easier to have some of these longer-esque videos, so having to do more of the actual like missions and things like that. So we have can't do that, but we'll just do this for now. Okay, now it's kind of going a little slow on me, this game. Hopefully it's not too bad here. So that'll be fun to deal with. Sorry, my brain is in a not fully here right now, unfortunately. It's late. I always record all these late, but it's 10:40 at night that I'm recording this one. So, and my mind's on making dinner and just getting ready for tomorrow and stuff like that. So I am a bit more on the distracted side of things. I do apologize for that, but still hoping to make a good video out of it. Do you actually have to need to pay attention to the faction wars here, because tomorrow the Undead Horde one will be opened up, which will be nice. It'd be nice to deal with, to have available. No, I wanted to... Defense percentage is not bad. I think if I fall either in accuracy or crit damage, this is... And of course we got flat HP. Yeah, it still could be usable potentially, so I'm not gonna worry too much on that yet. Kind of a lot of artifacts are going to be more on the useful side than the non-useful side of things this early on in the game. So we actually have a new champion that I've been monkeying around with some builds and stuff like that, and we're actually going to see how well he can perform. I actually think I want to see if I can put any more brews into him first. Get as many levels out of him as possible here. Okay, so we can get as much. And actually I'll show off his build a little bit. So this is probably my best build kind of for now. So he's got, well, we'll just look at the total stats here. So we're at 21,000 HP, 657 attack, 695 defense, 162 speed. Where we really are faltering right now is crit rate and crit damage, 2968, and then 60 resistance, 53 accuracy. That's kind of not great either, but it's fine. We have a bit of mixed gear. So there's probably some more gear I could potentially look into throwing on him. This one was nice. A double roll in speed. There's probably some better things, because I kind of forgot that I need some attack on him. This one was great. Triple roll in speed. And we obviously have the speed here. So I really wish I fell into like HP percentage here instead of the flat rate HP, but it's still not bad. That bad for the boots. And that's how I have him currently built. I actually looked up a video on how to build him today, and I was actually looking in the comments comments section of that video, and somebody had commented. It was just like, actually, you need to take a better look at this champion, because I have him built. He does very well for things like Demon Lord Clan Boss and stuff like that, built with like 170 speed, a crap ton of HP, and a crap ton of defense. So just really meant for survivability and things like that, and has been extremely successful using him that way. And so it's one of those things where it's kind of like, I'm in the boat of like, I want to try like the same thing and see how well this ends up working out for me as well. I didn't actually finish watching that video, I will say. I watched the first part of it, and the guy was like, he had his built in, and whatever the HP set is there, life. Had him built in life, and had him built in like a shield set, just to help out with the additional shield buffs and things, or getting the shield on him sooner and stuff like that. And I forget what exactly areas of the game he was using them in, but I don't think it's going to be too bad here. I did want to try him out, though. It seems very interesting, and character or champion I should have given a little bit more credit to after pulling them, or after talking about him in the last video. Seems like there is a ton of potential in this character, or in this champion, sorry, to do well and to be a big support on my team, bringing the sleep debuff, which, sleep isn't like the greatest debuff out there, but I think there definitely is a level of usefulness to it. Bringing the shield and the continuous heal is also really, really nice. I have them almost fully booked. The only thing that I'm short on is, like, I think 2 books in his A1. So, like, the best case scenario for me in this situation. And I'm really excited to be kind of being able to mess around with them. Just the shield can be so incredibly nice, especially being able to go first and applying it so early on just gives the team so much more extra survivability, but also gives me so many more chances to get in more damage before I end up taking too many big hits, which is really, really nice. I forget. I think his shield is based off of HP, I want to say, but I can't fully remember. So obviously there's definitely going to be a lot more room for improvements when it comes down to that. His shield, max HP. Based on his champion's max HP, and that is buffed up to 40% of this champion's max HP. So 40% of the 20,000, which I have no idea what that is off the top of my head. I'm terrible at math, but it still is a sizable shield as of right now. And I mean, obviously the main goal for him is going to be to get as much HP on him as possible while still having a solid amount of attack and a solid amount of everything else. 100% accuracy, so I can land the sleep more consistently would be kind of like, or getting the accuracy, probably the bare minimum for now would be like 100 or so, and then being able to grow from there. But being this early on, there's obviously going to be a lot more room for improvement on that. And things like that for the future. So does seem like this was probably the best option to switch him in. I feel like I'm facing way more teams that I would have struggled against having the sorceress in, and I think the sorceress was clearly the easiest one to pull out. She is severely, I believe, has underperformed and dies almost immediately in every single fight, And so really the most usefulness out of her really tended to be just giving the additional stats to UDK, which isn't great. She definitely did some stuff. Like, she survived long enough to do some things, and she definitely received a few kills and stuff here and there, but I still felt wildly under-impressed with her. And I get there's, like, way more I have to do with her, but still, like, it still was very unimpressive, because even the bloat wraith is doing so much more. Not bad. I don't know. I don't know much on how, like, I think he's very good. I also think just having UDK and him both being able to apply the shield and the continuous heal is really nice as well, because that's just double the opportunity of survivability across the board and at different points of time between the champions. So that's very exciting and or very cool, and I think can open up a lot of potential opportunities for some fun gameplay and survivability and stuff. Like I said, not faster than the Alice, which does suck because she was able to get a good hit in before I could set up the shield and stuff, but didn't really hit as hard as I thought she could hit there. So I am semi-grateful for at least that. So we have completed what we do absolutely need to do. But there is a couple... Well, there's a couple of easier fights here that I could take on. But I want to get through other aspects first before I start. Well, we're only at 12 minutes, actually. I thought we were later or further into the video than that. Not bad, honestly. Yeah. Should have saw that one coming. That was impressive to watch. That was nice. And he's not even max level 40 right now. Not that I think max level 40 is going to change too much of his stats, but I still think nonetheless it's decently impressive what he can pull off. Damage and stuff wise right now, being in the position that he's in. So I will be probably 5-starring him next. I'm not gonna lie to you, and arguably this might be my next 6-star unit over other champions that I have. I just feel like the utility of usefulness across the board with him is so much more than anybody else that I currently own. I feel like everybody else is really just like damage, and I need a good support champion to help bring me through dungeons and things like that. And so I feel like it's much more useful for the account to get him at least to max level 50 would be like the absolute bare minimum. See how well he does in that role. But I do feel like 6-starring him could do so much more overall. And I definitely got to figure out his masteries. Work on that soon. Just getting the additional buffs and stuff, even from having a handful of masteries, would be really, really nice. There is probably a world of consideration that if I ever get 800 gems again, just straight up buying his masteries, just because I am struggling to get through Minotaur a little bit. Obviously, I want to get to the point which I can at least get all 3 scrolls and not just like the 1 or 2, but I digress. At least getting like the first, 5 upgrades is helpful. So there's a lot to think about when it comes down to it. All right, there's not too many more like easy fights here. There are probably some that I could do, but I'm not stressing out a ton about it. What is the next plan? Oh, we have not received a reward yet. No, oh, that's helpful. That's funny enough. This is okay. That's not bad, I don't think. I guess while we're here, we could work on this. I'm honestly going to... I actually don't know who to take out here. Actually, the Hellhound brings up more team power, but I don't know if that's... We're going to try it. We're going to try it this way and see how well it works and see what we can kind of do. I forget what we were hitting yesterday, 3-something million. I feel like is what we were around. 4.62 million damage is... So 4.62, and then we'll swap in the Sorceress and see how much the Sorceress can do. I know there's going to be some type of variables anyways, but we're going to see if there's... Wow, wow, that's actually a huge drop off. I actually should have paid a little bit more attention to seeing how much damage the Hellhound had done, but that seems pretty crazy, all things considered. Overall, though, I mean, still 8.9 million is not bad getting through this. I actually might have enough keys right now where I could, if I wanted to, I might be able to just straight up just kill through the clan boss now myself. Is it worth it? I don't know. If I can, maybe I'll try it towards the end of the video. I can see I'll get more levels and stuff on the characters, or on the champions or at least on Zaloth or whatever the heck his name is, and seeing how that works out for me. So let's jump in. We have to do some campaign stuff here. We've got to waste a lot of energy. Where do we got? We'll do the catacombs. We'll throw you in, see what happens. Actually, it does have a nice aura lead. Increase ally resistance in arena battles by 70% is not at all an unreasonable. I think 7 was... No, I have to do 7 campaign. So, I don't think that's definitely not a bad aura skill, like, at all, by any means. I think I could find some type of usage possibly for that, especially if I have enough survivability on the team, where I feel like the accuracy is going to be way more important than like the defense percentage that I get out of UDK. Then I could definitely look into it. So I think actually, I'm just not going to talk anymore. I guess I'll temporarily keep those. I don't think it's worth it, but that worth it, because 3-star, we're definitely at the point now which we should be using 4 to 5-star artifacts. So maybe I won't keep it. Doing decent speed though. Obviously, there's a lot more like leveled up characters and stuff like that. So champions, I'm kind of running some of them to get more levels on them. I could be doing more of that in place of the Dead Crusader, but I'm not stopping and resetting it now. We're just gonna have to deal with what we got. I feel as if there is potential for him to be usable as a campaign farmer alongside somebody else with the heal. I mean, he does good damage, the sleep, the heal, the shield. Like, he's got a lot of nice stuff going on for him that there might be some real consideration here to actually putting him on with like UDK as I'm going through arena or going through the campaign missions, and just having more of the guarantee of being able to complete through. I'm like halfway through Brutal right now. I'm at like 6 or like stage 6 or 7. So slowly but surely making my way through all of that, which is really nice. Still obviously not at the point yet. Like, I'd like to be able to beat through it. Probably might work on that tonight, honestly, because I think there is a super high level of importance of just being able to get all of like the rewards and stuff for it and having access to those. I'm definitely not at the point right now in which I can even consider campaign farming Brutal 12-3 with like a solo champion. I just don't have anybody strong enough for that right now. I would have to, I don't even know. It's I think it's an artifact thing for like UDK probably, or for anybody else. I really wish I had a champion right now who had at least a multi-hitter, if not an AoE, on the A1, and having them built up for the campaign. I think that'd be a lot more helpful. And then having an AoE on the A2 or A3, whatever it is. I think that would be way better of a situation than what I do have going on. But I digress. Also, kind of sucks if we're about to do 7 runs and we're not going to see a single champion drop. That's rough. I don't need very many anymore. Skull Squire here. I believe this one's Skull Squire. It's either Skull Squire or Skull Lag. I really can never remember between these two. He's maxed out in skill now. So, don't need any more for him. Nothing. Okay. That's fine. We're going to end up selling that. It's not worth it to keep it. Go to the Bastion. We should have everything completed here. Campaign missions. We have to do 3 summons, and that's it. And then with the daily challenges, these are all completed, and we have our last reward being the 4-star chickens, which is really helpful. I'm going to be able to give that to the Zell, whatever the heck his name is. The new one, the new champion, and see how he takes, or it'll be the food for him. What are we at? We're at 22 minutes. Not bad. Struggling still to load in some of these stupid events and stuff. It's not worth it. I don't even think the reward I'm getting right now is super great. It's not going to be like a shard or anything probably. So I'm not too concerned about all that. Do we want to upgrade slots right now? You know what? We'll waste the gem, or we'll waste the silver. We'll upgrade some extra slots. I have still yet to pull a usable rare champion out of the mystery shards, unfortunately. So, here comes in the ancient shard. Hoping for some good ancient shard luck in this video. Nothing. That's fine. You know what? It's all a build-up for the void shard. This could be it. There's a lot of, well, there's not a ton. Well, a void legendary for Undead Horde would absolutely go crazy right now. A void epic. Nothing. Oh my goodness. Steadfast Marshal. No, thank you. Well, unfortunately, that does seem to be how the ball tends to drop for me. But it happens. What are you gonna do? Not too, oh, we got both areas here now. Not too shabby. Oh, we do want to try the other 2 Demon Lord keys, right? And see what we can do. Unfortunately, I don't think I got even, I might have got 1 more level. We did get 1 more level. Zelata. I want to try him out in spiders and see how well he does. I think that would be a good use for him too. So we're actually just going to run the next 2 keys. See how much damage I can get in. Battle. We'll actually end up switching her out again for... Where am I throwing the Dead Crusader? He's got poison. 3.74 million does not feel very impressive. If I get through the 4 point something again, 2.62. Whoa. What happened there? That's not good at all. Holy crap. Well, that did not go nearly as planned, but we got pretty close. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? He's definitely made an improvement, I feel like. So, I'm definitely not upset at all by having him added in to the team. Obviously, there's a lot of work that's going to have to get put in to make him get there, to fully get there, or get there at least in a better sense. But again, I don't think we're doing. Oh, whoa, hello. Oh, we completed this. Oh, that's actually really nice. Wait a minute. We have an additional ancient shard for you. For the people's watching at work. Instead of working, you guys are watching. It's not good. You should really get back to work and only focus on watching this in your free time. Booyah. Mole Silva. All right. Here we go. We're going to get the undead pull, baby. Anybody. Any undead. Not a thing. We got a rock tooth. Kill me now. All right. After that embarrassment, I think it's time for me to leave. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Just a quicker one. We're trying to get a little quicker on the old video. Actually, it's not as quicker one. It's about the same as yesterday. We're trying to get there. I think we would have if we didn't do the secondary keys and things like that. But thank you guys for watching. Again, thank you for everybody who's been subscribing recently. It has meant a lot to me, and all the interactions has been super nice. I hope we can keep it up going forward. And yeah,